Hi everyone, welcome to the demo class of this workshop, and this is a 6-week course, and in this course we will be learning digital fashion illustration from basics to the advanced level. Okay, so currently I am sharing my screen and we are working with this software. Today I will teach you some basics part of this software, how this thing work. Before starting with the demo class, I would like to tell you a little bit about the digital fashion illustration, why we do and what all benefits we have with this digital. So basically with the digital fashion illustration, we have a different benefits and we have a different softwares as well. So currently we are working on this software. This is a Photoshop software. So in this workshop, I will be teaching you two softwares, Photoshop and CorelDRAW. Okay, so why we use these two software? These two softwares are the best. Like in the Photoshop, we can do everything. Like we can create effects, we can do draping easily, we can create realistic touch, prints, pattern, embroideries, and all kind of realistic effects. So these kind of things we can do easily in the Photoshop. And CorelDRAW is quick for draping, like if you want to drape the garment, so it is very quick and it is a very professional software. You will get the vector kind of illustration, proper looks can be created with that. And both of the software you can work worldwide. It's not just for India, you can just work anywhere you want. Like most of my clients work are worldwide, only I usually work with the foreign clients. So let's get started to learn this software. And yeah, so currently I am using this Photoshop version. This is 2021 Photoshop. Okay, so if you have a Windows laptop, so I will provide the software with the workshop, and if you have a Mac, so you have to get a paid version from Adobe website, or you can just visit your nearby some repairing shop or Apple store. So from there you can get it. Find out the way for a Mac, and for Windows, so I can provide you. So I'm sharing my screen here. So let me open my Photoshop a file here. So then we can start working with this. So currently I'm sharing my screen here. So in this screen, we have a few things to understand. Okay, so basically in each and every software, a basic user interface is there. So it is something like that. So in this software, we have a few things like on the top line, this top line here is a menu bar. In this, we have all those files like opening a file, closing a file, all the basic things are there in above. And if we go a little bit down, this is a box here. This is actually a toolbox. So using this toolbox, we can create a basic tools. Like each and every artist have the basic tool. Like if you do hand illustration, so you have a pencil, eraser, sheets. So these are our basic tools. Okay, so these tools are basic tools of digital illustration. And if you go a little bit here, so we have this box here. This box is actually known as layer box. Okay, so in the Photoshop we work on a layer basis, so we'll learn this later on deeply, but currently you can understand this side is a layer box and your left hand side is your toolbox. Okay, and the second line here is the option bar. This is a basic option bar. Like first let me tell you a little bit about toolbox, then we'll explain you about the option bar. See, now when you start working with the software, you don't even know the name of a tools, so it's difficult to find out the name. You have to go there. Now if you go to any of the tool here, then the name of a tool will be appeared like this. So this is how you can get the name of a tools here. Okay, now the thing is when I will be teaching you some extra tools, and some tools are even hidden here. So how to get the hidden tools? Go to any of the tool there, right click there, and your hidden tools will be appeared like this. So this is how you can get your basic hidden tools. Now just notice the second line here. See, this line is keep on changing. Why this line is keep on changing? Because this line is known as option bar. So each and every tool is having a different option. So like if I'm selecting a brush tool here, so now the options are different. If I'm selecting the eraser tool, now the options are different. So every tool have the different options. So you have to select any tool and the options of that tool will be appeared like this. So this is how you can get a basic option here. Okay, so like in the previous video, I've explained you about the basic tools. Similarly, let's understand these some of the basic tools so that we can get started with. So now our first tool here is a move tool. Okay, move. Its name is a move, so you can understand well. So using a move tool, you can move your layers. Like I can move my layer like this. I can move my this layer. I can move my this layer. So anything can be moved with the move tool. Okay, so this is this much simple. Okay, so this was a move tool, and after a move tool, we have a tool here called brush tool. Brush tool is a very basic tool. Using a brush tool, like brush tool is something like your makeup brushes, your stamps, your markers, so something like this. So when you're using this brush, see, it is looking like this, a normal basic brush tool. Okay, so this was a normal basic brush tool. And after this brush tool, we have another tool here. This tool is a eraser tool. So after the brush tool, we have another tool here. This tool is known as a paint bucket tool. Like in the brush, if you want to color it, so you have to color like this. If you want to write it, so you can normally write your thing with the mouse. And if you want to change the color, so using this button, you can switch around and you can change the colors here. Like any color you want, you can just select the color and your color will be available here. And normally, if you want to change the size of this brush, if you want to change the size, so go to the up side, you can decrease the size like this, and from here only you can increase the size also. So this is how we can increase or decrease the file size here. Now after this one, when you're done with the brush tool, now if you want to fill the color with a single click, like in the brush it is a manual, like you have to move around, rub around the place to do. Now if you want to fill the color in just one click, can we do it? Yes, we can do it. So there is a paint bucket tool. This tool is a paint bucket. So when you use this paint bucket, you just need to click on the portion and your color is filled. Let me open another image and let me show you how this thing works. Like if I have this image, let's say example, we have this image. So now if I want to fill the color inside this, so I'm selecting a color here. Let's say we are selecting a blue color. So using this, we can just fill the color in just one click. See, this is how this tool works here. Similarly, if you want to erase it, now if you guys want to erase something from this tool, so can we erase it? Yes, we can erase it. So for erasing, we have an eraser tool. So now using an eraser tool, we can erase something like this. Okay, so it is a normal eraser tool. With this, we were having a paint bucket. Now we are having an eraser tool. Okay, so we have learned like move tool, brush tool, eraser, and this paint bucket. Okay, so these are the 4 basic tools we have learned. Okay, so I'm teaching you one more tool, and this tool is like difficult tool. Like people say this tool is a complex tool, but trust me, this is very easy. And with this tool only we do most of the things. This tool is known as pen tool. Okay, so what is this pen tool? Pen tool is a tool which helps us to drape the garments. If you want to drape the different type of garments, so we always use a pen tool. So when we are using this pen tool, so first of all, this should be shaped from here. Okay, so now if you want to use this pen tool, see how I am doing it. Just you need to click once, you get a dot. Okay, and if you click again, you get a straight line. Simple. If you click again, you get one more straight line. If you click again, you get one more straight line. If you click again, you get one more straight line. If you click again, you get one more straight line. And if you click on the point from where you have started, so you using just a click, you can just make a closed shape like this. This is how you can use a pen tool to create a basic shape here. This is how you can use a pen tool to create a basic shapes here. Now, if you want to move ahead, like this was a basic straight shape. So using a pen tool, if you want to create a basic shape, so you just need to click once, you get a dot. If you click again, you get a straight line. If you click again, you get one more straight line. If you click again, you get one more straight line, and like this. And if you click on the point from where you have started, so it will be converted into a closed shape. So when something is a closed shape, when this box is in the closed shape, you can fill the color from the fill box. Using a fill box, you can fill the color inside this. So this is how you can use a paint bucket tool to fill the color here. Now, there is another process. This is known as a curves. Now, how to create the curves using a pen tool? Okay, so creating a curve is also easy. Just you need to click once, you get a dot. If you click again, you get a straight line. And if you hold the left mouse key and drag like this, you get the curve. See, it is simple like this. If you are just clicking, see, let me do it here. So mm, let me start from here. So if you just click, I've just clicked my mouse key. Okay, if you want to click again, so see what I'm doing. So I'm clicking here, see, I'm clicking here and I am just moving like this and I will get the curve. I just need to up, so it is done. So this is how it works. Click, move, unhold. Click your left mouse key, move, unhold. It is done. So this is how you can create the curves using a pen tool. But in the illustration, we can't create the curves like this. We have to create in a different manner. So how we can create it? So just you need to click once, you get a dot. If you click again and create a line, you get a curve like this. And if you want to create another curve, so if you want to create another curve, so you have to do one thing. Hold your Alt key. You have to hold the basic Alt key and click on the center point. Your handle is removed. Then you can click and drag to create the another curve here. See, hold your Alt key, click on the center point, handle is removed. You just need to click and drag, you get the curve. Okay, so this is how we can create the curves using a pen tool. Click, click and drag, you get the curve. Hold the Alt key, click on the center point, handle is removed. You can just move ahead to create the curve. So this is how this pen tool is. This is this much simple pen tool we have here. Just learn about the move tool, brush tool, eraser, paint bucket and this pen tool. So these 5 were the basic tools, okay. And I need to teach you one more tool before moving forward. This is a very interesting tool and this tool is known as a burn tool, okay. So let's take an example. If you burn something, what happened? If I give you a page and ask you to burn, so what happened? It will convert it into ashes, okay. And if I give you a solid part like wood part that is very solid, so if you burn that, it will not convert into ashes. Now what happened? If you burn, it will get darken up. Similarly, we have a burn tool which will make the things slightly darker. So simply, if I create a shape here normally with the normal shape tool, okay, this is a basic shape tool which help us to create a shapes, okay. If we take any color, let me take any color here. Now let's understand this burn tool, how this burn tool actually work here. So now we have this burn tool. Above this tool, we have a burn tool, BURN burn tool. Okay. So using a burn tool, we can create the darker tones. So currently, it is a very base layer. So see, using a burn tool, we can create the darker tones here. When you zoom out, you will see the darker tone effect, or you can call this effect as a shading as well. Okay, and this is a very basics of this tool, and we'll learn a little bit advanced about this in the workshop. So let me get started with some basic illustration using these tools that we have learned here. So you will get a basic idea about the illustrations, how actually simple it is and how we work in the workshops. So let me show you one croquis. So we can use this one. Yeah, so yeah, we can use this one. With the normal brush tool, I'm just cleaning the background. If the background is not clean, so you may need to clean it, because in the, okay, with the normal white color, I'm taking a normal white color here and I'm cleaning my background. Okay, so I have told you about the pen tool. Okay, so we are starting with the pen tool. The croquis, I'm not rendering the croquis here. We'll learn the croquis rendering properly because it is a very in-depth topic, so we'll learn it later on properly. So currently I'm just giving a little bit drape here using a pen tool technique, which we have just learned 5 minutes before. So same pen tool I'm using here to drape my basic garments. I'm zooming it by using a normal touchpad. or you can do control plus मतलब control plus addition. Okay, so here I am starting a basic draping with the pen tool here. See what I am doing. So 1 minute, so let me go up. So now if I want to go again, holding the alt key, click on the center point, handle is removed, then you need to go up. So now you can create it like this way, anything you want to create it. Like this, like this. Okay, from the up option bar, we can fill the color inside it like this. So this layer is our top layer. We can name the layer if you want to. And we just learned about the brush tool as well. So using a brush tool, we can give a effects, and using a burn tool, we can give shades as well. So I've told you about the burn tool now. So I'm using a burn tool, which I've just shown you before. With the normal burn tool, I'm giving a shades here, see. Okay, so like this. Normally we can do create, see how simple it is. Just with the pen tool I have created something, and with the burn tool I'm giving a shades inside it. And we have a lot more techniques with the shading and draping, so we'll learn later on properly. So now we have a brush tool as well. So we have a different brushes here. So just I'm taking a normal brush here, and using this brush I'm just giving a basic, you can say, polka dot effects. Okay, we can give this effect using a patterns as well, but currently we are just using a brush tool normally. Okay, I will recommend you guys to try this technique once. Okay, then you will be able to discover ki how simple this is to drape like this way. And yeah, so this is a basic drape you can just give to your work in this technique here. Okay, so this is how simple it is to drape the garments like this way. And we have a lot more techniques to like make it more simple and easier, so we'll learn properly in the workshop. So this is a very basic introduction of these 4-5 tools and this basic draping. So I hope you guys have liked this technique and I found it interesting as well and easy too. Okay, so yeah, so this was a basic tool introduction. This is how we will be learning in the workshop, and this is how the workshop will be there. And now I am telling you a little bit about the workshop, ki how we will be starting and from where and what all things we will be learning. So this is a 6-week course, and in this workshop we have total 30 days. Just 7 days is extra we have kept, like 37 days we have. If we have breaks or we have like extra class, so we'll cover it that. So we have a 37 days, and this is a workshop of 2 softwares. First one is a Photoshop and second one is a CorelDRAW. Photoshop is for a 5-week and CorelDRAW is for a 6th week. So we have kept the 6-week workshop, and in the Photoshop we'll get started with the basic tools first of all, then we'll starting like it have a total 30 days. So like one day, first day we'll start with the basic introduction of tools and digital illustration. Then we'll start learning how to create a boards and how to basic layouting is there of Photoshop and your portfolio layouting. Then we'll learn the croquis rendering, how to render a basic croquis and fashion figures. Then we'll start with different type of draping like swimwear, we'll learn sports wear, resort wear, western wear, Indian wear, different kind of draping, stylized draping. So these draping we'll start with. Then we'll learn how to create the shades, folds, effects, embroideries, textures, prints, trims. So these things we will be starting. And this is the basic like first week and second week work. And then we'll main process with starting up with the bridal illustrations, intricate effects, 3D embroideries. So these are the techniques, how to give face picture, how to make our own croquis, how to make a celebrity basic portraits kind of thing. Okay, so these techniques we will get started, and this workshop include all the basics which you need to know about the digital illustration. And with this workshop I will provide some extra classes related to portfolio, related to your mood boards, and different things are there. So we keep on conducting some webinars, so you will get access to all the webinars which I am conducting, the premium webinar. So these are the things we will be learning in the workshop. Registration is open on website, or you can DM me up for the further details. And this is a basic demo class only, so you just get to know about how the things work in my workshop. So yeah, this is what, and I hope you guys have learned this basic topics and you guys have enjoyed the demo class. If you like it, drop a like and comment below. And if you want to enroll for the workshop, you can DM me up for the workshop details. I will send you complete details regarding my courses.